Hi, this is Alan Weinkrantz for SanAntonioStartups.com. I'm here today with Aaron Copeland, Director of Operations for Denim Group here in San Antonio. Welcome, Aaron.
Hi.
Hi. Give us a little bit of an overview about Denim Group and your operations here, and size and scope and range of operations, as well as the type of services you provide.
Sure. We're a consultancy specializing in application security, application development, and a whole variety of other information technology services. We've got about 50 employees here in San Antonio. We also have offices in Houston, Austin, and Dallas as well. We've been growing at a great rate over the past few years, and our offerings just keep growing, as well as our client base has as well.
So typically, what do you do for a standard client where you'll be engaged for some consulting work?
Sure. Well, that generally depends on what they're looking for, but let's say it's a standard application security assessment. If a client has an application that they've either just developed or they've purchased, and they want to see what potential vulnerabilities it has to outside attackers, we'll go in. We can go in, review the code for them, or we can try to attack that code as a actual attacker would, and then give them the observations that we had while we were taking a look at that application, the vulnerabilities that are available, and also an explanation of those vulnerabilities, also some suggested remediation. Also, we'll do custom development. If a client has an application that they need to do X, Y, and Z, we'll sit down with them, figure out how they're going to do X, Y, and Z, come up with a plan for them, and then go through the development process. That goes from envisioning to development. We use both agile and waterfall methodology for development, depending on the client's needs, and then quality assurance as well of the product, and then delivery to the client.
Yeah, I understand there's a pretty big training component to what you do.
That's true as well. A lot of companies have come to us regarding specific, most often at least, our security offerings, to go out and either train their organizations about application security or information security in some cases. Also, specifically training their architects and developers that they may have in-house on how to develop more secure applications.
So, Aaron, in studying and learning about Denim Group, one of the things that I found is that secure web application development can't be done somewhere in the middle, bolted on, or outsourced. You really have to have a strategy in the beginning. So what are these rooms here? These are sort of like brainstorming rooms of sorts?
Exactly. These are we call them our fish bowls. These are our brainstorming rooms here. What will happen just with any development project or even a application security assessment, we'll get together internally and then with the client to go through a strategy for how we're going to approach the engagement. And like you said, when you're a primary objective of ours is to integrate security into the development cycle for a client, or if we're developing something for the client. So, like you said, you need to do that in the planning phase of something. You can't really do it afterwards as easily. I mean, certainly anything can always be done, but that's going to take more time. So, for really to really maximize the effect of a good security strategy, it needs to be kind of baked in to the development effort.
Very good. So, Aaron, the other thing, in researching about Denim Group, what I've found is that aside from your technical expertise and your core competencies, it oftentimes becomes really an issue of getting buy-in from both the development side and from the security side to get buy-in into the process that you bring to the table up front, so that the execution and integration can be done properly. Is that
Sure, absolutely. And when you're talking about security in general, a lot of organizations are somewhat immature with how it's integrated into their processes. So they'll build something not even knowing that they're building something that's vulnerable to a whole bunch of new threats that are out there every day. So really, you're talking about kind of the culture of security and the integration of that culture into an organization's development methodology. So a lot of times we will assist clients with kind of if it's a security organization of a client, showing them how they can add value maybe to the business owners and why it's important to have secure applications and to make sure that their applications are running safely.
Okay, great. How do people find you on the internet?
Well, our website is www.denimgroup.com.
Okay, great. Well, thank you a whole lot for today.
Thank you.